Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Inside Digital. Today I'm with Alex.
Hello.
And we're going to be talking about 6 questions your website must answer in the first 10 seconds of someone visiting. Because if they don't answer the questions, they're going to leave.
Yes, and if they leave, you don't make any money.
Nope, you have failed. So first one is, am I in the right place?
So the second one we're going to talk about is this for someone like me?
Yep. Number 4, I think, is extremely important. Is can I trust you?
You can have this like kind of a sort of free trial thing, but we need your credit card details, and we're going to charge you as soon as it expires.
For me, that's straight up no. I walk away straight.
No, I know my memory's bad enough that I've done it before. I've signed up for something and then I see my bank account going, what's that? 10 quid come out.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Inside Digital. Today I'm with Alex.
Hello.
And we're going to be talking about 6 questions your website must answer in the first 10 seconds of someone visiting. Because if they don't answer the questions, they're going to leave.
Yes, and if they leave, you don't make any money.
Nope, you have failed. So what we're going to go, the first, pretty much, because your competitors have won. So we're going to go through them one at a time, and then at the end, we'll just recap.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about each one as we go. So first one is, am I in the right place? So visitors need to instantly know where they are. They need to have confirmation where they are.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty simple concept is if they've either clicked organically or they've clicked on an ad, they are expecting a certain something from your website.
Yep.
If your ad headline, for example, is, I don't know, if they click on an ad to buy a pair of shoes, they are expecting to land on a page with shoes on.
Exactly, yeah.
If they click on an ad for, let's say, an installation of, I don't know, like a water cooler or a water softening system, they want to land on a page about installation of water coolers and softening systems. It's a pretty straightforward concept. If you're going to land someone on a page which is irrelevant to what they clicked on, they're instantly going to think, oh, I'm in the wrong place.
Yep.
And a lot of people today, they're not sat at a desktop, they're not doing these hardcore research sessions, they're out and about, they're on a mobile device, they haven't got the time to go on a little adventure on your website to actually find what exactly they're looking for. I think even 10 seconds is too long. If it's 4 or 5 seconds and they're like, well, this isn't really what I'm looking for, they're just going to back off.
Yeah, if they can't interpret what they need to do, they leave.
Yeah, and as a consumer, their focus and attention and care really isn't going to be on, well, I've clicked on this and this cost them money. It's going to be, I've got a finite amount of time to try and find out what I'm doing and find what I want. And if I'm not going to find it here, I'm going to go somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly. But how do we do this? So how can we make sure they're in the right place? And one of them is make sure as soon as the page loads, there's a clear heading, a clear signal to show exactly that they are in the right place. Like make sure the heading is engaging, user-friendly, and just short enough to tell them exactly where they are.
Yeah, it may seem quite simple, but just a heading which says, this is exactly what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
This is exactly what you came for, instantly gives them that, right, I'm here, I'm in the right place, let's get going.
Yeah, like we work with a lot of schools, and we try to get leads for their open days. So in the heading, it's open day, and then the date of the open day, the time of the open day, straight away they're like, oh, okay, I know exactly when this is, what it is, and how to apply, really, because hopefully under that will be apply now. So everything there is right where they want it and they expect it. So that's good. So number 1, am I in the right place? Do you need number 2?
Yeah, so the second one we're going to talk about is this for someone like me?
Yep.
So when they go on the page, they kind of want to feel understood. They want to know, right, okay, this is what I'm looking for, but is this relevant to myself?
Yeah.
Like if they are looking to, an installation for, let's say, a playground or some sort of school feature, maybe some awning or kind of canopy. Okay, this page could be about that, but is it specifically relevant to the sector I'm in?
Yeah.
So this is more about kind of the language and the imagery of it.
Yeah.
So you've kind of got the initial, right, I'm where I need to be, but then they're going to work their way through. They're going to kind of kind of have an overview of their page quickly with their eyes, scroll up, scroll down.
Yeah, they're building a story, aren't they?
Yeah.
They want to see testimonials, they want to see case studies, they want to see things that have happened, I guess, in your business before to make them use your business next.
Yeah, so it's a fact, like, kind of maybe analogy of it is kind of like, okay, so you've had the title of the book.
Yep.
Now you're going to flip it over and read the blurb of it. And again, that is the title of the book. Oh, the title looks interesting, but let's have a little bit of a deeper dig. Let's kind of look at more of a granular level of, okay, is this for me?
Yeah.
But that, again, is done, I'd say, first 10 seconds or so.
Yeah, got it.
It's just a sweeping look down.
It's subconscious, isn't it? It's happening in their mind. They're not really thinking about it. They just need to know if they're being understood. If they are, literally, they will convert if they're understood. So as much as possible. And that's what your page needs to do. So number 2, is this for someone like me? Number 3, what problem do you solve? Obviously, that's the main point of any website because you are there to solve their problem. That's the big thing.
Yeah, so I think it's quite a common thing to kind of, I think it's the old kind of drill bit example in it. It's like, okay, so you want to buy a bit for your drill. Are you looking specifically at the little drill bits, or are you going, right, the problem I solve is I want a hole?
Yeah.
What's going to give me a hole? What is the outcome? So you can have a page all about all the specifics of why this is so-and-so, why this is amazing, why this is the best drill bit you're ever going to get because it's made of quantum titanium alloys and this. But
they don't care about that.
That's great and all, but is it going to put a hole in my wall?
Yeah, exactly. Is it going to work? Is it actually going to do what I intended to do? Sort of
Yeah.
thing. Like another one is we provide digital solutions. That's pretty weak.
Yeah.
Whereas strong is we help businesses turn website traffic into paying customers.
Exactly.
That's exactly what they want.
Kind of a broad, sweeping headline like we provide digital solutions. Great.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. That's great. I'm not really looking for a digital solution.
I need to know exactly what you're
going
going
to drive more sales.
Yeah, exactly.
But we provide digital solutions.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
So look at your page. Does it have outcomes? Does it solve people's pains? Does it give people improvements to their life or the outcome that you want to give them in a way? And the reason why they're there in the first place, isn't it really?
Yeah.
Like what problem do you solve?
You're not looking for a solution if you haven't got a problem.
No, exactly.
But even back to the open day example, it's like, okay, you could have a page like our school has such and such. It has stated it's like a state of the art, this state of the art, that state of the art, that. It's like awesome, but I want to come and visit.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I want to come to the open day. How can I do that? well, but we've got freshly installed Muga turf out back. Okay, how am I going to come?
Oh, exactly. Yeah, give me the solution to my bloody problem. That's
exactly.
Yeah. Interesting, isn't it? But yeah, that's number 3. Number 4, I think, is extremely important. Is can I trust you? Now we've seen on many websites that obviously you've got a very short amount of time to build any trust. They might be brand new to you. They might have been on your website before, but even each way, they need to trust you. They need to know that you are going to say what you're going to do. You have past experience that you're good at what you do, and just adding those trust signals to your website is extremely important, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think the first thing you're going to look for, especially I think the more expensive the service gets, I think the more important it is. But even, every time you buy something off a simple e-commerce store like Amazon, I would very rarely buy anything without checking the star rating. Yeah. Like recently I bought some battery packs for something and it's like, okay, it's a battery pack, it says it's a battery pack, it looks good, the pictures look fine.
Yeah.
And then there's all the technical stuff, which I didn't read, admittedly. But then the first, as soon as I saw, okay, this is a battery pack, yes, it's compatible with what I want, it's straight down to the reviews. It's like, okay, I need to know if people have had this product, if they've had issues with them expiring quickly, if they have a problem with them stop working after a while. Mm-hmm. The first thing I'm focused on after finding out, is it what I'm actually looking for? Yeah. And does it suit my need and does it solve my problem? Is, okay, who else has used this? Yeah. Who's got experience of it? And
who had a good time, who had a bad time? Sometimes you have a mix of trust, haven't you? So in some respects, when it comes to reviews.
In a weird way, there's been kind of the theory and proven theory is sometimes a perfect 5-star review isn't the best review.
Yeah, no, it seems really fake, doesn't it? It seems too good to be true.
It's like if you got 5,000 reviews and they're all 5 stars, it's like, what in the bot is this?
Yeah, that's so true. But to add to your page for this, to prove this or to show this, obviously there's testimonials, you said, 5-star reviews, or widgets to Trustpilot and other review companies out there.
I think that's a really good point about things like Trustpilot. I mean, you've got, so I've had experience with it, like you've got companies kind of like Checkatrade who have built an entire business model on giving people the social proof to build their business and how important it is. And when you recognise how important it is, it's really kind of game changing. Like we've run plenty of kind of tests on landing pages ourselves when just even putting that star rating or that rating out of 5, rating out of 10, we've seen conversion rate increase exponentially from that.
It really has helped, doesn't it? And there's other things like client logos, adding your own years of experience. If you've been in business for 40 years, put that on the website.
Exactly.
Because it proves that you can do what you can do, and you have been doing it for that long.
And if you're really doing business after 40 years, you're doing it quite well.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah, and then you should, fingers crossed, have reviews in that time, so you can put those on the website as well. So that's a good amount of time. But obviously, that and it includes other reviews out to the website, like Google reviews and stuff like that. It all comes into one thing because you can then add those to the page that you're landing them on.
Exactly. Just even, it doesn't have to be like adding the star rating, but then the testimonial as well. Kind of saying, I don't know, Karen from Tamworth, and then a little review from her. It's a real person from a real place with a real opinion, and it's a positive one.
Yep. Yeah, it just helps everything. Yeah, so number 4 is can I trust you? And you should be able to make them trust you as much as possible. What's number 5?
So number 5 is what should I do next? So you can have the best page in the world. It's really, really clear what you do. You're speaking to the person. You're connecting with them. You've got all amazing social proof. You've got 5,000 positive reviews of 4.9 stars, but if there's no button to take that next step, they're not going to look around for it.
No,
they're not going to. From experience, even if the page is amazing, if the product looks amazing, if I've got to either go on an exponential treasure hunt for this magical buy now or inquire here button, or alternatively, if you're making me fill in 6 forms for it,
people are going to leave, aren't they?
They're going to leave.
Yeah,
because again, you've got the consumer and customer in this case, in a lot of times, has a finite amount of time.
Yeah.
And unless it is the best proposition ever, there is only a certain amount of hoops someone will jump through.
Yeah, 100%. And it's got to be, I say for most pages, each page has to have one primary action. You can't have too many goals for one page. I mean, fair enough, you can have a primary action, maybe a contact, just so that can be
so like an email or a phone number are both at the top of the screen, but you really want to be pushing them towards one action.
And usually that's maybe like apply now or buy now or something.
Buy now, get in touch, just anything. And this is, you really want this, you want the one form on the page, but you want constant reminders down the page. So you want, here's the product, get in touch, a little bit below on information on the product or the service, get in touch, maybe a bit about us or previous testimonials, get in touch, and then the form at the bottom or the form at the top.
Yeah. And that's what we test, isn't it? Exactly.
Yeah, but as long as you've got that constant kind of, not say screaming in your face, you don't want a pop-up going, fill in now, because that's, again, maybe too much, it's going to annoy them, cause them to leave. But you want them to constantly have the option to get in touch with you, but without it being overly aggressive. And I think it's quite important as well from, I think what you mentioned is the one clear action. Maybe because one action, most cases, is going to hold more value for you.
It is. And it's why they're there, isn't it? I mean, that's the whole point of making this. It's the answer to how you can make your website better Sorry, I'll say it again. It's the question we're asking is your website must answer these questions, and it answers that primary action. It needs to answer why they're there, and hopefully that one CTA is going to answer why they're there.
And I think the worst thing you can do is then make them ask, okay, how do I get in touch with you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You want to tell them this is how you get in touch with me. This is the service. This is the product. This is what it does. This is how it relates to you. This is what other people think about it. Yep. This is how you get in touch. You're like explicitly telling them this. You are telling them everything. It's all show and tell.
Yeah. Another clear thing as well is what we always bang about. We've talked about this a lot on other podcasts as well. is make sure they can find any of these, what we're talking about, on mobile devices.
Yeah.
It's extremely important. These days it's mobile first. You have to optimize your website for mobile because it's 8 out of 10 times people that view your website on mobile.
Yeah, I think anything kind of consumer related, I think mobile is going to be the dominant driver. I mean, from experience, especially if you're looking at e-commerce, upwards of 80-85% is going to be on mobile devices.
So having these headlines, CTAs above the fold as soon as the page loads is always a good thing to have because they can find it easier and use your page easier, which helps.
I think the only instance where you're going to maybe prioritize web is when it is more strictly B2B stuff, when it is a professional service and there's people likely searching in office and desktop environments. Before I say for anything consumer based, most anything e-commerce, I think design with mobile as the preference. I think it's quite easy when you're running tests and designing a web page kind of on your PC to have that bias, to have that, or I'm designing it on this, so it's going to look good on this, but then kind of not forgetting, but kind of deprioritizing the mobile aspect, which is where, well, most of your traffic's going to come, but especially if you're running kind of advertising on kind of Meta, Bing, Google, that's where most of your spend is going to go. So that's where most of your outgoing expenditure in terms of getting your name out there is going to go. So you want to make sure you're maximizing your effectiveness on the platforms where you are spending the most money.
Yeah, 100%. That's a really good point. Number 6, finally, is how hard will this be? So businesses assess effort before committing. So they look at the page and like, right, I'm now going to be on this page for however long. How hard will this be for me? Like, is there a form at the bottom? Do I need to read a bunch of text before I know what's going on? How long will it take me? What happens after the inquiry? All these things are going through their mind as they're down on your webpage. You just got to make sure it's as easy as possible for them. And there are, in other podcasts, we talked about different forms, like keeping the form short is also a good one. And on the bottom of the form as well, just sort of giving a little line of, we'll get back to you within 1 day, or we'll use this information you've given us and the team will get back to you as soon as possible. They're just giving that sort of reassurance that they know you're going to get back to them, and sort of it makes it a little bit easier for them to understand the whole process.
Yeah, I think it's very important. I think what you mentioned, especially with the time aspect, or if you can give them an expectation of what they're likely to get, the expectation of we're going to get back to you within 1 day, then again, that's going to help with getting them to kind of convert with you, because you are setting that, right, okay, if I fill this in, they'll get back in touch with me. I don't have to do anything else.
Yeah. It's perceived. It's a perceived effort. Once if you can, it would actually increase inquiries, because if you can give them peace of mind, I guess, and knowing that they're mostly perceivedly in control, then they're gonna convert.
And I think like similar to this with the kind of e-commerce aspect of it, having a set expectation on a delivery time as well. So if you say free next day delivery, then again it's almost a sweetener as well.
Yeah. That's a big point. It's really helpful. So just make your web pages as easy as possible to use, and make them feel more in control as much as possible. Yeah. And tiny little lines like "will respond within 1 working day" can help massively, and that can be right at the bottom of the form, underneath even the little submit button as well, if that's the case on the page. Yeah. And it helps massively. Cool. So we'll just do a quick recap then of what we've been through, just so you guys know what you could maybe update your website today. You can do it today, can't you? Most of these changes are pretty quick.
A lot of these changes, like you said, they're very, very simple to do. They're in that it's kind of not minimal effort, because you've got to make sure you're doing the right thing, but small changes, just like, okay, let's go through my main pages, the services I want to focus on, like your key verticals for your business, and go, okay, is the title clear? Does my intended audience, is it targeted at them? Like, is the language clear and concise? Do we address problems and say how we're going to solve them? Is my language vague? Like you said, we offer digital solutions. Well, anyone can offer a digital solution.
Exactly.
I can offer a digital solution.
Yeah, great. So we just go for one to 6 then. So number 1 was, am I in the right place? As you just said, clear headings, make sure you have familiar terminology, and speak to your audience as much as possible. Number 2 is this for someone like me? So literally have on there who you serve to make sure you're, again, going to the right audience. Add case studies, imagery, languages, anything that shows that they are in the right place. What problem do you solve? So obviously ads, what you're trying to do is solve their pain. That's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Provide that with strong headlines, add outcomes, and just try and use benefit points as well to just tick off all their pains they have as much as you possibly can. And I'll leave you with the other three.
Number 3, so yeah, number 4 is can I trust you? So just using signals on your page to show that, okay, we have done this previously, here are some previous kind of customer reviews. Just give them that kind of reassurance that you know what you're doing, you've done it previously, and you've got that experience. And number 5, kind of what do I do next? So it's making sure that the next steps are clear, next steps are obvious as well. So if you're kind of e-commerce, you want to have that add to cart buy now button kind of right top and center, so they go right. Well, as soon as the page loads, they see it. So even if they scroll down and there's no other reminders, at least they have seen it and they know where it is. Or if you've got a form, either put it at the top of the page or have constant reminders of get in touch, contact here, and then take them to that form. Just make sure they know that the next step is there, the next step is obvious, and the next step is easy. And then finally, kind of how hard will it be? Just kind of the reassurance, and as Tom put it, make sure they keep that kind of element of control that, okay, if I fill this in, I am going to be contacted this period, or I cancel even sometimes select one period when I'm going to be contacted, or if I order this, it's going to be delivered in such and such a time. So again, it's just the reassurance that, okay, the process isn't going to be too time consuming, isn't going to be too much effort. Because again, if it's too much effort for them, even if it's a good proposition, it's just, do I have the time for this?
That's right.
Do I have the time to fill in this 6-page form? And a lot of the cases, it's going to be no, and you are going to miss out on conversion, you're going to miss out on sales, you're going to miss out on leads, just simply because the barrier to entry is too high, it's too expensive. So again, something to talk about, something I've seen recently is, you can have this kind of a sort of free trial thing, but we need your credit card details, and we're going to charge you as soon as it expires.
For me, that's straight up no. I walk away straight.
No, I know my memory's bad enough that I've done it before. I've signed up for something and I see my bank account going, was that 10 quid come out?
Those subscriptions
and it's oh no.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Great. So the takeaways here, I guess, are keep everything as clear as possible on every single page. Make sure you know your audience, and try to make sure they're in control. That's the best thing, isn't it, really? And you should have better website and a better web pages that convert better.
Yeah.
So we hope this helped. Subscribe for more. Thanks, guys.